And we're like, why doesn't anybody make a good beer in the U.S. out of this grain? Because it's just delicious. So that we always had the idea, and then we came back here to the States, and then we got moved up here for a job, and this area was kind of exploding with the craft beer scene.
Hey all, Amanda here, and welcome to entry 54 of our great beer adventure. I have another brief brewery bio for you. These little bios let us, you and I, get to know breweries from all over. Currently, we are exploring the Portsmouth area of New Hampshire. Today brings us to Beara Irish Brewing Company, a 7-barrel brewhouse that is located in a small shopping center in Portsmouth. For those of you keeping track at home, that is brewery number 3 out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire for us. Michael, who owns the brewery with his wife, tells us about how the brewery got its start.
Well, we were living in England. My wife's Irish. She's from Beara Island off the Beara Peninsula in County Cork. That's why we call it Beara Irish Brewing Company. We were living in England, and when we always went back to her island, we have the Irish bread there, and the Irish bread's awesome. I don't know if you had it, but it's delicious. And we're like, why doesn't anybody make a good beer in the U.S. out of this grain? Because it's just delicious. So that we always had the idea, and then we came back here to the States, and then we got moved up here for a job, and this area was kind of exploding with the craft beer scene. So I'm like, well, maybe let's try some Irish barley at home and do some batches and see how it comes out. And it was coming out good. We did a Kickstarter. We raised about $11,000. People were giving us money for the idea. Like, okay, maybe it's a good idea. And then that job, they decided to outsource my role, so I was out of work, and we had a house here, and we had 3 kids, so we're like, okay, what do we do? So we decided to just go for it, and we opened up this place. We have a 7-barrel brewery, and we have a distributor who we're in about 117 stores, bars, and restaurants in New Hampshire, which is he's doing a great job for us. And Great State Beverages, awesome job. And we have the tap room. We have people come in. We have Irish music on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, and people come in and they like it. More and more people are coming in, so it's great.
Nice.
People like the beer.
Michael briefly mentioned the beers, but let's find out a bit more about them.
Well, the beers are, the thing about it is we use Irish barley as a base for all the beer. It's imported Irish barley. Actually, it's from Cork, where my wife's from. It's a malting company of Ireland. They get the barley from all over Ireland, co-ops all over Ireland. They ship it to Cork, and then they wash it, they germinate it, roast it there, and it's just a great base for our beers. Our beers are coming out good. People like it. So people come in, they have a flight. They say, what, I haven't tasted anything that I don't like, which is fantastic. I don't I don't tell them to say this. They do. We have a flagship stout, which is a dry oatmeal stout. We entered it into the GABF last year. We went out to Denver, and it made it into the medal round. It didn't win a medal, but we're going to take the judges' comments into consideration, and we're going to go back this year and see what we can do. But Survivor is another flagship. We did a collaboration with a brew pub in Cork City. We call it an Irish Pale Ale, a Mid-Atlantic Irish Pale Ale. A little hoppy, but nice and balanced, but it's been selling very well. We have it in kegs and bars and restaurants, and they just keep ordering it. So we're very fortunate, yeah.
Those beers sound tasty. I recommend checking out the brewery, but if you are out and about in New Hampshire, there's probably some Beara beers nearby.
Oh, like I said, we're in about 117 stores, bars, and restaurants in New Hampshire. We're right up the street here in Portsmouth. McKinnon's, Gary's carries us, Prost down the road, Craft Beer Cellar. We're in a number of restaurants in the area. The Thirsty Moose, I think all of the Thirsty Moose have our beer. CR's in Hampton. The list is just growing, which is very fortunate for us. We feel we're blessed.
And our final question, the one that really lets us get to know our guests. What is your most memorable beer memory?
Memorable beer memory. I just being in Ireland, I love Murphy Stout, and I drank it. I didn't think I would like stouts, and then I drank Murphy's. I'm like, damn, this is this is good, and it's very sessionable, and you could drink a lot of it, and which is what I was looking for. Sometimes you drink beers, and it's like kind of a one and you're done. But I think if you want to enjoy beer, you have a beer, then have another beer, and try different things. But I think having Murphy's on my wife's island for the first time, that was kind of like a wow beer moment. Yeah. So we kind of model our stout after Murphy's as a dry oat milk stout. It's great.
Well, there you have it, folks. A short little brewery taster. Thank you to Michael of Beara Irish Brewing Company for all of his hospitality. I'm looking forward to my next visit. Be sure to join me next week as I sat down with the folks from Liquid Riot and chat about collaborations among lots of other things. If you all are fabulous co-adventurers, would like to support the show, check out our Patreon page. For less than the cost of a beer, you can send us some love. Go to greatbeeradventure.com/support. If you want to see even more from our adventures, follow us on Instagram @GreatBeerAdventure. And be sure to subscribe to the show. That way, you won't miss a thing. Today's episode was produced by Frank Marvici of Marvici Media. Great Beer Adventure is part of the Great Pint Society. Cheers.